It began with a bang, a light so bright it erased the stars. On July 16, 1945, in the Jornada del Muerto desert of New Mexico, night turned into day. The earth shook, the sky burned, and for a moment, the world ended in silence. The scientists who had gathered for the first atomic bomb test called it a triumph. The rest of the world didn't know it had happened at all. But the true horror didn't arrive with the fireball. It came later, quietly, falling from the sky. Hours after the blast, the desert air thickened with a pale dust. White flecks drifted down from the heavens, carried by winds across New Mexico. They landed on rooftops, fences, rivers, and fields. Children ran outside, laughing, believing the desert had given them a miracle. Snow in July. They caught it on their tongues. They rubbed it into their skin. They tossed it into the air like confetti, delighted by its beauty. But what fell that day was not snow. It was fallout. Radioactive ash, drifting silently across towns and farms, into lungs, into blood, into bone. One of those children was a girl named Barbara Kent. She was 13 years old, spending her summer at a camp near Ruidoso. The counselors woke the children that morning, urging them to come see the strange white flakes. Barbara and her friends ran barefoot into the yard, throwing it at each other, laughing as it clung to their hair and clothes. They didn't know they were playing in death. That night, Barbara's skin itched. Some of the campers coughed, others vomited, but no one understood why. The government told locals it was nothing, an ammunition dump explosion, they said. Nothing to worry about. So the children kept playing, breathing in the dust, swallowing it. Decades later, Barbara was still alive. But survival came with a price. Surgeries carved away at her body. Cancers returned again and again. Every scar was a reminder of the white snow that had fallen from the sky. Her friends, those laughing children at camp, were gone. Many had died young, without answers. Barbara lived on, carrying the weight of being the only one left to speak. She became the last witness. It fell like snow, she said. We thought it was beautiful. We played in it. We didn't know we were playing in death. When you hear her story, it feels less like history and more like a haunting. A reminder that death once fell quietly from the sky, disguised as something beautiful. And maybe, if you walk the New Mexico desert on a still night when the wind dies and the stars burn low, you might hear it too. Children's laughter, faint, distant, forever frozen in that summer of 1945. Barbara Kent heard them until the end, and now, maybe that's all she is. This was Snow in July, America's forgotten fallout. If you felt the chill of this story, don't let it vanish into silence. Like this video, subscribe for more forgotten horrors, and join us in the archives.